Be patient with your hair. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot repair them. Be gentle with your hair. Are you yanking your hair? Are you dragging your hair? If you are trimming every month, it means your hair is getting damaged every month. I don't think that is realistic. What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aisha, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to reduce or prevent split ends from your hair in order for you to grow a longer and healthier hair. If you're new to this space, thank you so much for stopping by, but if you're not, welcome back. And to all my new subscribers, thank you so much guys for getting me to 200 subscribers. I am so grateful, and we're on a journey to 500. So if you like my videos, please give me a huge thumbs up so that YouTube can know that I'm making good content and spread my content wider than it is spreading it. And also consider subscribing to this channel and help me get to 500 subscribers at least before the end of next month. It's not too much to ask, but my new subscribers, oh my god, I'm so grateful. Thank you guys. Please keep liking, keep watching, keep sharing my content so every other person can see and learn. So let's just get right into the matter of today. Our hair, as healthy as it looks or it is, can still get damaged from wear and tear, and this happens when we constantly style our hair or comb our hair or brush our hair, or all of those things that we do to our hair. Our hair gets damaged one way or the other. And this damage can actually cause split ends. So here are some of the ways that we actually damage our hair. We might not even know we are doing these things and we're damaging our hair by doing them, but these are some of the things that we do that cause our hair to get damaged and also have split ends. One way we damage our hair is what we use to comb our hair. Now what are the tools that you use in combing your hair? What kind of brushes do you use? What kind of combs do you use? Do you use a very wide tooth comb or a very thin tooth comb? Is it thin now? Anyways, you get what I'm saying. What kind of combs, what kind of tools are you using to comb your hair? 2, how are you combing your hair? How are you using those tools to comb your hair? Are you yanking your hair? Are you dragging your hair while you're combing it? How are you combing your hair? 3 is your ends. Are your ends always constantly dry? Dry ends damage our hair, and sometimes it's not intentional, but we leave our ends out and then it gets dry and we don't moisturize as frequently as we are supposed to. When you leave your ends out, just like what I'm carrying now, if I leave this hair out for too long and I don't protective style my hair enough, it can cause my ends to get dry, and which can cause split end and breakage. Are you sleeping in a satin bonnet, or are you sleeping with a silk pillowcase? There are many other things that we do that can cause our hair to damage, but these are the only ones that could narrow down to be the reasons why our hair gets damaged easily, or the reasons why we get split ends, breakage more frequently than we are supposed to. How do we now get rid of split ends? When you already have split ends, what do you do about them? What do you do with split ends? Once you have split ends on your hair, you cannot repair them. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot repair them. All you can do with split end is to cut them off, and that also is the same thing with knots. Once you have a knot on your hair, try and cut it off. Don't leave knots, don't leave split ends on your hair for long. They're just going to cause more damage. Cut them off. You can cut them off in 2 ways. You can do dusting method, or you can do a proper trim. Now the dusting method is just to dust off your ends, probably very tiny part of your ends, like so, probably this much. You just dust them off. I do that usually when I have twists on my hair. I find that it's easier for me to dust them off when I twist up my hair. So the remaining part of the twists that comes out like so, I just dust those ones off. So that is called dusting. And then properly trimming your hair, you might have to cut maybe 1/4 inch, or some people cut up to 1 inch of hair. And let me say something quickly, you don't have to trim your hair necessarily by following a calendar. What am I trying to say? You don't have to say I trim my hair every month, or I trim my hair every 2 months, or every 3 months, or every 6 months. No, I want you to look at your hair first before you trim your hair. Look at your hair, examine the degree of damage, the degree of knots you have, and the degree of split ends you have, and then decide whether you want to do the dusting method or you want to trim your hair properly. I find that I trim my hair properly when it has become very damaged. I don't know if you get what I mean. When I find plenty of knots and tangles at the end of my hair, and I'm combing my hair and it's breaking off more than it's supposed to break, I'm looking at my ends and I'm seeing a lot of knots and I'm seeing split ends, I go ahead and give myself a good trim. But if not, if I just find one knot or one split end, or I can do the dusting method. I also call it the search and destroy method. Like I'm going through my hair and I find a knot, I get my scissors is always handy, I get my scissors and I cut it off. I find a split end here and I get my scissors and I cut it off. So I call it also the dusting method or the search and destroy method. But when you see that your ends are really getting very damaged, that is affecting your hair is breaking off more than it breaks off on a normal day, or more than it usually breaks off, and it's not just shedding, it's breaking off, and you are finding a lot of knots and tangles and split ends, it's time for you to do a proper trim. Now, after saying all of that, I don't want you to run away from trimming your hair because you are afraid of losing hair. Why I said you shouldn't trim your hair based on a calendar is that it's not every time that your hair is damaged. You cannot have your hair damaged 6 times or 10 times, 12 times in a year. Like, so if you are trimming every month, it means your hair is getting damaged every month. I don't think that is realistic. So look at your hair and find where your hair, there are periods where your hair and your ends are very healthy. There are periods where you actually took your time to take care of your ends, and so your ends are very healthy. You don't have to go back and trim. Just look at your ends and find out when you actually need a trim. Now, what are the benefits of trimming your hair or dusting off your hair? It helps to reduce breakage. That's one very important aspect. It helps you to reduce breakage. Number 2, it helps with manageability. It helps you to manage your hair better. If you have knots and tangles, they'll interfere with your manageability. Like, you want to make a new hairstyle, you want to comb your hair, there's knots, there's tangles everywhere. It's harder for you to manage your hair. But when you get rid of split end, knots and tangles from your hair, it is easier for you to manage your hair, easier for you to comb your hair, easier for you to make your hair, easier for you to handle your hair generally. So trimming your hair, dusting your hair helps your hair or your ends stay very healthy, which reduces breakage that results from split ends and knots mixing together and forming those nasty tangles, which will lead to breakage, which will reduce the length of your hair, if you know what I mean. So you're trying to reduce trimming your hair because you want longer hair. Is going to affect you in the long run, because at the end of the day you're still going to lose those ends because it's going to cause your hair to break. So it's better for you to just search and destroy or trim them off before they cause more damage. Now, I cannot tell you all of that and not tell you how to actually keep your ends healthy and prevent these split ends. By caring for your ends, you prevent these split ends from becoming so much. I know that we cannot do away with them, but at least we can care for our ends and reduce them to the barest minimum. Some of the things that you can do is be careful with your ends. Whatever you are doing, be careful. Treat your ends like babies. Be very gentle when you're detangling your hair. Start from the tips. Use products while detangling your hair. Don't start from the roots. Don't detangle a dry hair. Always use a white tooth comb. Learn how to finger detangle your hair. Also, take down your protective hairstyle with as much patience as you can. So gently take down your protective hairstyle. Use products if necessary. Moisturize your hair properly and learn how to properly moisturize your ends. Use heavier butters or grease to seal the ends of your hair. After you've properly moisturized it, use a heavy butter or grease to seal in that moisture. Do more protective hairstyles that tuck your ends in or hide your ends or put your ends away so they're not so exposed. Do not skip deep conditioning. Always make sure that when you wash your hair, you're deep conditioning your hair. Never sleep without putting your hair in a certain scalp or a certain bonnet, or sleep on a certain pillowcase. Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. Stop using normal towels I use for your body on your hair. Find a microfiber towel or use a cotton cloth. I use a cotton cloth. Use any cotton cloth or cotton material to clean your hair after you wash it, or just wrap your hair so it sucks out the moisture. So that's it, guys. Please let me know if this was helpful. If there's any other comments or any questions you want to ask, please leave them in the comments. I'm going to check them. I'm definitely going to answer you. And please like this if you liked it. Share with someone who find it helpful. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your community, anybody that you think will find this video helpful, please share. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button if you want to see many more content like this one, and the bell notification so you always get notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye. Like this if you liked it. Leave a comment. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Like this if you like. So that's it, guys. Please let me know if this was helpful. Use white tooth combs for your hair. Use white tooth comb for your hair, please. White tooth comb, very important, guys. Use white tooth comb for your hair. Be gentle when you're detangling your hair. No, always use a white tooth comb. Now I can't tell you all of that and not tell you how to prepare your hair. Now I can't tell you all of that and not tell you how to care for your ends, how to prevent the split ends.